So even I asked Mikey the same thing too. You know, they're talking about Triple G, Chocolatito now being probably the #1 pound for pound fighter. Do you agree with that, Robert, or is it?
Look, they are good enough to be pound for pound, but I still think that to be considered a pound for pound, I think you need to, you know, like a Mayweather who beat, you know, all the big names, you know, from De La Hoya to Pacquiao to Cotto to Canelo, you know, the list goes on.
Yeah.
And Pacquiao did the same. That, you know, Pacquiao was pound for pound up there too, because he also beat, you know, pretty much the same names, but, you know, beat them all. Yeah. And not only beat them, but very convincingly. That's pay-per-view, you know. Skills-wise, Chocolatito, I think for me right now, he's probably one of the most skilled fighters. He's probably one of the most skilled fighters in boxing. And Triple G is just dominating so easy and so powerful that, yeah, they could also be good enough to be pound for pound. But, you know, there's still those names out there that I would like to see them perform and be able to do the same thing like they're doing with their opponents. You know, Chocolatito beat Sosa at the Forum. You know, Sosa is a guy that, you know, pretty much should have been retired or wasn't too competitive. And Brian Viloria was a little bit better competition, but Brian Viloria, you know, had his best days. What was it, 5 years ago when I had him? Like 5 years ago, everybody already thought he was finished. They brought him to me, maybe for more than that.
Yeah, because he went to the Olympics in 2000. 2000. He was with you like in 2005, 2006 through 2008, somewhere in there.
So those years, and those years, they brought him to me. They sent him to me because they thought he was finished already. Yeah. He was fighting at the Alameda Swap Meet. You know, that's how much Bob Arum believed in him. Fight him in the Forum. Fuck it. Who gives a at the Swap Meet? Who, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, an Olympian, you know, good start. Then they're not gonna put, you know, somebody like that at a Swap Meet when it's pouring rain and everything, you know, and then you know we prepare him and he's able to, you know, we prepare him and he's able to win a fight where I don't even think Top Rank believed that he could beat Archie Solis, and he goes and knocks him out. But then he comes back and doesn't do very well. You know, he loses his title, goes to the hospital for a few days. So again, they thought he was finished. So what is it? 5, 6 years later, he gets a shot to fight Chocolatito. You know, because he had a few wins lately doesn't mean he's in his prime. So so Chocolatito's getting those wins, making himself look sensational, but it's still against opponents that are still not there anymore. You know, names, but they're not there anymore. I want to see Chocolatito be able to do the same thing he did to Viloria. Then I call him pound for pound. Skills-wise, for me, he is pound for pound because he's got the skills. He fights beautiful, but I still need him to fight, you know, a rematch with Estrada or fight that the Japanese guy, Inu. You know, then he beats those guys in a good fashion. Then I could say, damn, you know, he really is. Same thing with Triple G. I think Triple G needs to beat a couple of those you know, Ward, which might not happen anymore now that Ward is moving up. The winner of Cotto Canelo, I don't think they'll fight him, not now, but it's because there's no opponents for him. You know, if he was at a time where middleweight division was powerful, then right there we would know if he really is pound for pound. You know, skills-wise, power-wise, he's up there, man. He fucking fought beautiful with that jab. You know, he had a tremendous jab.
That jab was fucking
it was insane. You know, but it was also the opponent that he had in front of him. You know, they sold him to us as a difficult guy, but he wasn't really that difficult. At least not for Triple G. So I think Triple G still needs those big names. He is great. He is good at what he does. He's powerful. He has tremendous jab. He boxed beautiful too. So he does have the skills, but he still needs those couple of wins against those names. But there's no names out there for him. There's no names at that division.